Yo, what's happening, everyone? This is Stone, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're actually in the update. As you can see, the Marvel Rivals update is right now currently live, and it took me some days for me to actually you know like make this video because I wasn't really super excited for the update. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan, of the update, because this update is very like empty to me personally. I didn't find like there's no like content changes or any of that, and that's like one of the primary reason why I didn't make any video like sooner. I did make a video covering the patch note, but I didn't upload it. I'm sorry, but I'm here back. So a lot has happened ever since I posted the last video. So as you can see, the update is live. However, kind of, I mean, the update is not completely live because I would say we still have two uniforms which we haven't gotten in the game yet. So they are doing like a mid-month update for Moon Knight and Lunar Snow, which actually kind of sucks. In my opinion, I feel like they should have just given us all of the four uniforms together, but they are delaying it for the anniversary. So I think we are gonna get those uniforms during the anniversary. As far as the uniforms go, I have no idea how these uniforms are. I mean, I think Captain America is decent for PvP, and I think Venom is also. I think Venom is way better now than he is before because of his skills. If you can see his skills haven't changed a lot, I would say. Okay, that's something you have to keep in mind, because when I was reading the patch notes, as you can see, it has the same fucking numbers, which means it's not that changed. But however, his damage did increase. There's lots and lots of damage in this new uniform, and this is probably gotta be the one of the coolest uniform I've ever seen. Like, the snow symbiote is so amazing. Like, I love this Venom, and I'm so happy that Morphified has given him this uniform. I mean, we've been getting so many Venoms throughout the years. I mean, we got this in like 2020, 2022. This one is 2025 last year, and this one we got it this year, and I'm absolutely buy this uniform. I'm also gonna buy Captain America because I want to see how he is. I'm just gonna test him how he's gonna perform in PvP or PvE. Speaking of Captain America and all of that, he is PvP technically. I will buy him, but however, there's another thing which is going on here is Moon Knight and Luna. So the other two characters, right? I'm not joking. Okay, when I heard about this, I was laughing about how ridiculous this was. But apparently, just like Amadeus Cho, you can actually go and see, Moon Knight's new uniform. You can actually view it. So how you can do is you can go through, Gamora, and you can just click this speed type alleys here, and look at this Moon Knight. This is Moon Knight. This is the uniform. So through here you can now see his uniform, and this is how he's gonna look like. And I gotta tell you, this is one of the sickest uniform I've ever seen for Moon Knight. Like, I'm so hyped for him. I think he's gonna be the best uniform of the game. I mean, probably, yeah. Him and Venom are gonna dominate, but this uniform actually makes him a speed type. I feel like they made him a speed type because of Venom, because they didn't want to have three combat characters overall in one speed type. So I think that's the reason why they changed him into speed. As you can see, let's look at the skills. Yeah, skills are just absolutely amazing. I mean, I feel like you have to do the rotation here, and yeah, this piece is amazing. I'm not doing the proper skill rotation, I guess, but however, you can see it is 3 and 4 and 5. Wow, look at the damage. Look at the damage. So I feel like he is actually gonna outstand this update. Unfortunately, we can't see the same thing for Luna. Okay, so I was trying to look at Luna, but we just can't see her, but you can actually see her through the Play Store images and all of that. You can see her, man. You can see her, but you cannot see her in the game. This is just a bug that has been going on. And whoever found this bug, like, I have to tell, congrats to you, man. You did a great job. So yeah, moving on, what this update actually brought to the table. So first of all, this update has, it has only 2 uniforms and one new character. That's all it offered. And the one of the biggest thing that is actually cheering about this update is actually the 11-year anniversary. Yeah, and I'm not super stoked to buy it. I'm just not a huge fan. I mean, I might be wrong. Okay, I'm still hyped for the anniversary because of not what the game has to give, but what I have to do in the anniversary, because there's going to be a lot of stuff I have to do during the anniversary. So the 11-year pre-registration came just like a week ago, and you can actually pre-register here. So you can just enter your email ID, and you will actually get 200 crystal coupon in your email ID. So whatever email ID you're giving here, you better give the email ID you linked with your MFF account, and check the mail. Of course, you will get a 200 crystal coupon. And yeah, you can only use it once, so use it wisely. And if you go down here, this is where the whole story begins. As you can see, they are giving you a let me just zoom this out. So they're giving you a tier 4 selector now this time, but this time, as you can see here, that it's gonna include more characters. So they're gonna include Loki, Ghost Rider, Gamora, and Miles Morales is also gonna be here. So a lot of characters. We are seeing a lot of space for a lot of characters. I'm guessing it's gonna be more, because we have currently so many tier 4s in the game. I'm not joking. We have so many tier 4s in the game. Like, it's insane. Like, the tier 4s we have are just insane. Like, we have many tier 4s in the game. So I feel like they are gonna add at least like Winter Soldier, and they probably might add Elektra, Daredevil, or someone like that, because it's been a year. Like Falcon, no, I'm talking about Captain America Falcon. Yeah. And the countdown for 11-year countdown has begun. Honestly, we are at, I think we are at what date is, I think we are at like 21 or something. Yeah, we are at 12 days. It's not that far. So we are at 12 days right now. They don't have any crystal reward here, because they have it's shown we have given crystals, but we don't have any crystals for this countdown. They are actually giving crystals here. So this is the big thing that everyone's been talking about for the past few days, and this is like probably the one reason why I'm just not super hyped about the game right now. It's the 1 billion crystal sharing event. Now this sharing event, this is like the same event that we saw like in the crystal collectors vault that we saw last year with the Black Friday, where they were sharing up amongst two. It was like 15 million crystals as total. They were sharing it separately to players, and what happened was it quickly ran out. Like, the crystals quickly ran out. People were winning so many crystals, it just got emptied out. So we were like 1 day earlier before it got shut down. So this time they are making the 15 million into 1 billion, which, you do the math, 1 billion means that's a lot of crystals for one ticket. So I feel like they're gonna do like 3 draws per day. I'm guessing. I'm just like, we don't have any information about the 1 billion crystal sharing event. We don't have any data mine about it, but I'm just guessing that we are getting 1 billion crystals like, in a way, like, we're gonna get it in the same way we got it in the crystal collector vault, which is actually kind of sucks, because I was banking on the 11k crystal. But honestly, 11k crystal, I felt like the last year, the reason why they gave you 10k was because it was 10 years, right? 10 years, that's the reason why they gave you 10k. if it was 15 years, they will give you 15k, and if it was 20 years, they will give you 20k. So I don't think they will give us 11k. I was obviously very skeptical about it already, but this 1 billion crystals, if you do the math, 15 million, the average for 15 million last year, it was 10 crystals. So 1 billion is a big jump, so which means at minimum it will at least be 100 or 200 crystals per draw or something. So I think the players are gonna get something at least out of it. I'm not sure, but I'm like not a huge fan of this whole sharing bullshit. I actually I feel like every players needs to get the same equal amount of rise in their account. It's not like one gets 10,000 crystals and the other gets 10 crystals. Like, it shouldn't be like that. Or like one gets 5,000 crystals and one gets like 100 or 200 crystals. Like, the level of discrepancy should not exist, in my opinion. And especially it's the anniversary, so I feel like the devs have to be very, very, very very giving and loving towards the players during this time, because it's been a long time since I've been playing this game, man. I've been playing this game since the 4th year anniversary, and look at now, we are at the 11th year. So it's been so long since I've been playing this game. So I would actually not, I would not prefer the whole sharing event and all of that. But on a flip side, I actually don't really care, because I have 13,000 crystals. That's a huge amount. I just got it. I got all of these crystals through purchasing multiple stock stashes throughout the months, and we are right now sitting at 13,000, and I'm actually planning on buying. I already planned out what I'm gonna do for the anniversary, and that's the big thing that I'm focused on right now. It's not the uniforms, it's not the characters. I mean, the uniforms, of course I am gonna buy all of the uniforms. Here's the thing, I'm buying all of them. I'm buying Moon Knight, Venom, Captain America, Luna Snow, obviously. Like, I'm gonna buy all of them. I will also buy Dazzler for sure. Dazzler is also on my list. She's pretty much useless without a uniform, so Dazzler, she's gonna be very useful for me for the mutant support, for Storm or Wolverine or whoever I'm gonna be using, or I can just use my uniform ticket. I have 2 already, so I can just use it on existing character. But I'm just not, I'm not really, I didn't make the decision yet. So that's what we are gonna do, because I don't have any other options to buy here. At first, there's another thing I was confused, and I asked to free to play Old and Grey about this. Is that as you can see, these seasonal uniforms, right? These crystal seasonal. I'm not talking about like the seasonals which you have to pay. I'm talking about these seasonals. I was actually thinking that you will actually purchase this again through your crystals, but apparently it's not the case. Apparently you can't buy Ancient One or Miles Morales through crystals. You can only buy the seasonals through the purchasing the seasonal uniform ticket, which roughly costs about like $20 or something. But yeah, it's a huge amount, but it's a very powerful amount. Like, you can buy anything you want. You can even buy Madeline just for using one ticket. Like that, it's just that simple. Yeah, I'm pretty fuzzy. I was actually pretty stunned. I was like, wow, they're not gonna give us that for crystals. Like, man, I actually had planned out like two of the uniforms to purchase for the anniversary. 2 seasonals were the Scarlet Spider. I really hope that I should have bought this uniform. I really wished I should have gotten this when it got released. And also Miles Morales. Miles Morales is absolute OP in this game, so I could have just bought this uniform at that time, but I didn't, and that's the problem. I did. So I should have, I made some mistakes here, but I guess we have to wait for a year, guys. I guess we cannot buy the seasonal uniforms right now, and it's fine. It's fine. What we're gonna do for the anniversary? I'll just quickly brief it for you. I'll make another video about it, but I'll just tell what I thought about the anniversary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy the Strife pack. So as you guys don't know, you guys probably might not know, but I actually bought Strife's uniform. Yeah, I did buy Strife's uniform. Where was he? I do have his uniform at Mythic. this is the first character. This is the first uniform I bought without having the character. So I don't know where he is, dude. Fuck. Yeah, there you go. So I do have Strife, but I don't have him as a character right now. I can buy him anytime I want. I can just purchase him like instantly, right? But I'm choosing not to do it because I'm waiting for the crystal spending event for anniversary. And this is another huge thing. You shouldn't be wasting your crystals right now on Captain America or Venom, because you can just use them during the anniversary. Like you're gonna have a huge time during the anniversary. It's gonna be a long days, like it's gonna be like 13 or 14 days in minimum. So that's a long time for you to purchase save crystals and purchase the uniforms. So I'm gonna be like going in and banging on the uniforms. And deluxe pack, Strife's deluxe pack is really like the last deluxe pack I need. I mean, it's not the last, but Strife and the Eternals ones are the last deluxe pack I have left. I bought the other all deluxe packs, and I played all of the missions for all the other deluxe pack. And I gotta tell you, Strife actually has some value apparently, and I actually wanna use him and play with him. And I really hope that he doesn't disappoint me. I don't think he will disappoint me. I really need him. Really need someone in my team battle arena for getting a better league and maintaining vibranium, or going beyond that. So CTP of Greed is what I'm planning on giving him, but I don't have this thing reforged, so I'm really hoping that we will get a reforge, like we will get a CTP of Greed in the future, so I can reforge this and I can give it to Strife. So yeah, that is a plan. 5,500 crystals is a lot. It's a enormous amount of crystals from here. But once you subtract it, you actually do get some crystals back. You get like 1,500 crystals in return, which means I can actually save that crystals to go buy some uniforms. And then we are actually planning on crafting this card. So I'm planning on making this card into blue. I have one last color. This color I need it to be blue. I'm hoping it should be all defense, because I have very low all defense, man. Like it's just so low. Like look at this. This is so low. I just I need more all defense, but yeah, it sucks. I know, but we have to fix that. And also we have to get rid of this card, Loki card. I've been having this for years and it's just not helping in the slightest way. But I'm in a situation where I need all of these stats. The cards may not look that good. I mean, I'm using like these two cards which are not generally acceptable by people, but keep in mind though that Gwenpool card is like the first blue star card I ever got in my account, so that's why I'm using it. Yeah, crafting, I think the GOTG card is actually very good. It has a great stats and all of that. I really hope that I actually get all basic defenses plus the blue star, because we do have some cards to sacrifice. So aside that, I have the second card deck which I'm planning on doing in the future maybe. We have the Marvel Zombies card which I've rolled. I mean, I got the perfect roll here. And we also got the Ghost Rider card, which I'm planning on using this on what's his name, Loki. I can like delete that card using this card. But the thing is, the stats are just not the upper stats are not that good, so we have to do that work. And we also have all of these spare cards. I mean, I'm not going to use the Black Panther card. We can just lock this one, because I probably might need it. But yeah, these cards I probably might like just use them for the re-rolling this card. So that is one plan, and we are doing this during the anniversary, because that's when you'll get the price reduced, the card re-rolling, the selecting the card which you want to re-roll, and the stat re-rolling, that's when you get that reduced. Also X23, this mighty CTP of refinement, I'm like unequipping this. I'm like gonna take this off from her during the anniversary. They will make a discount of it, and I can just unequip it immediately, and I can give it to someone like Shala Ball, which is the next big purchase I'm gonna do. because Shala Ball is also gonna get a huge discount during anniversary. She's going to be 4,600 crystals. And also Shala Ball and Adam Warlock, the good thing about these two characters are that once you purchase them, once you get them to a certain level, you actually get 1,100 crystals back. And I'm not joking, I did that with Adam Warlock, and I did get some crystals back. I think you can go view it here. There's the Shala Ball. Yeah, where is it? This is like so. This is like so time consuming. Okay, so as you can see, if you take her to level 50 and level 60, you immediately get 1,500, 1,100 crystals in return, which is actually good. Which is actually a great news. We are also buying, yes, as you can see, I'm buying all of the uniforms. I'm buying all of the right uniforms. So, Cap, we're buying Cap. We're buying Venom for sure. We're buying Moon Knight. We're buying Luna. So those are the uniforms I'm planning on buying. And who knows? Maybe if another character comes, I mean, some people were saying that Doctor Strange will get another uniform. Dude, if he gets a new uniform, I'm not sure if he will, but if he does, like I will just buy it. Like, Doctor Strange doesn't need a uniform, but yeah, I mean, he was there in the name list in that data mine, but I don't think he's really getting a uniform. I think we're gonna get something else. Also, I missed someone. Speaking about characters, Jeff the Shark was the new character who got released this time. He is a very substantially very quirky character which I've seen. He's pretty nice. I like Jeff the Land Shark. I used him a lot of times while playing Rivals, so I technically do like him. And he doesn't have 5 skills. He only has 4 skills, but he is so amazing. Yeah. I have heard from Cynicalex and other content creators that he can do a lot of damage. I'm planning on even taking him tier 4 because I think he's right now amazing. I don't have him right now. We can only get him during the event quest because he is in the event quest. That's why he's here. Yeah, that is good. The event character growth support. In this one, I'm actually gonna pick someone who's little expensive. The next blast character who I'm gonna invest on, which is Adam Warlock. I know he still has value in Team Battle Arena. I still see him killing Sentry and all of that, so we're gonna take him to tier 4 to kill more sentries. So we're gonna use it on him. And as you can see, this test, once you take this test, you actually get a coupon, which you have like 16 characters. Okay, so what happens is you have to like click any of these options, and once you get, see, I got Iron Man. That's cool. Iron Man, my favorite character. So once you get this, you have to share. Okay, and after you click this button, you get the coupon, and you can paste this to your coupon code, and you get some reward. The rewards are not that outstanding. You just get like tier 2 materials and basic material, like basic rewards. Yeah, that's the thing. And also we got this surprise birthday gift which I already claimed. That was a premium hero chest. I opened it, I didn't get Jeff. So yeah, that's how it is. That's the update, guys. Also they also changed the tier 4 strikers skill thing, where you can now use multiple characters for the striker skill. It's not like one, you should only use Mephisto for Loki. No, you can use Mephisto for Doctor Strange or any of the other characters who's gonna give you level 6, because they are getting it removed. And this actually signals tier 5. Yesterday I tier 4'd Ares. I just tier 4'd him. I kind of feel like he's in the meta, he's actually pretty nice. I tier 4'd him by looking at, Play Olden Gray's account. He also had him at tier 4, so I decided to tier 4 him. Yeah, I guess that's the update. And also we got we also got this one last change which I don't want to say because it's just so stupid. I'm personally not a fan of it, but what happened was they added a new custom gear slot, the second slot, which is good, but the problem here is 1,000 crystals for one character. Now there is a chance in during the anniversary of Black Friday they might actually reduce it to 500 or something like that. But come on, 1000 crystals is just not, like, I'm not gonna pay that much crystals for one character. Like that's like brutal. Like, if you take that by control, like for every characters you're looking at 287,000 crystals for one, just for additional slot bonus. And I don't think I feel like Captain America, only he's the only character right now who fits the bill for that. Captain America, Adam Warlock, because they are the characters who are hybrid in the game right now. I feel like Cap, if I'm buying that uniform, I might have to purchase this one. I might have to purchase the custom gear slot too. Might, maybe, maybe. I'm personally not a fan of the zombie cap because he's just trash in my opinion. I only use this cap because he's actually this cap is way better. He's a hero, and also he does more damage in world boss. Yeah, so I guess that's the update. You can see this is so boring. Like, this whole update is just so boring. I feel like they're just saving this up for the anniversary. There's no content changes. Like, you can go through the patch notes yourself. There's no content changes at all. So yeah, it's pretty sad for me to watch how they're treating the game before the anniversary. Hopefully they do something. Like, they said that in the patch notes that they will come back with various content improvements. I'm not joking. That was a word given in the that was like a promise given in the patch note. I really hope they change some content, man. What changes they have to do? They have to give us more inventory. Okay, they have to give us more inventory. They have to double the daily challenges crystals. Like, they have to make this into 25 to at least 50, at least, like, make it 50 and change the weekly crystals into 100. Like, come on. Like, you're introducing more uniforms. There's so many uniforms in the game. There's also multiple deluxe packs. It's just, it's just not advisable for me personally just to get 25 per day. So yeah, yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of what's going on personally. Hopefully you guys like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, take care.